Good morning. Today we are going to learn some signs for accessories. So we talked about basic clothing, right? Shirt, pants, dress. Right now we're going to talk about all that other stuff. So I'm going to sacrifice my pride on the altar of your education and kind of walk you through some stuff. Okay, so I just kind of walked you through some of basic accessories. Yes, those things have signs, but we can also use a lot of classifiers when we're describing them, right? And that's exactly why I waited till now to teach you about classifiers. So first is identification, right? So picture, right? But this is with an I, identification. Because it usually has your picture on it, right? Whether it's a passport, driver's license, school ID, right? So this is my school identification, right? And it's on a lanyard around my neck. All right, glasses. And Hudson kind of asked, if it's just glasses, like just eyeglasses, then it's just this way. I had on sunglasses. So you spell the sun and then sign glasses. And then, so you can say glasses, and then if you wanted to describe them more, you can, like these, right? Kind of the shape of them. Or this pair, right? The glasses that are round.
Love glasses.
Okay, those up here. Right, they're square. So you can kind of, you have to start, just like with any classifier, you start with the sign and then you can describe what they look like. Right? So earrings, you're just going to start with just like basic studs, right? Just, it's literally they poked a hole in your ear. That's not a good place for that mouse. Let me find something else. Okay, but you might have earrings that are hoops. Right? Earrings that, right, just make a little loop. So you start with the earrings and then describe how they look. You might have earrings that dangle. So again, you start with the earrings and then you show how they dangle. And then this is more like the pair I had on. These are earrings that are huge, big dangles, right? And maybe they don't have to be like clear down to your shoulders to, right? But to show that they're kind of bigger. If you're way nerdy, you might have earrings that look like DNA, right? That's literally the sign for DNA, by the way. So, right, earrings that have a double helix.
What if they're like just studs?
So yeah, if it's just studs, then it's just little F's that pinch your fingers. And then you might have other things pierced, right? So if you have a bunch of piercings around your ear, right this way.
She fit a turtle on her ear.
My question isn't how does she get the turtle on her ear. My question would be why, but that's okay. So here's a nose piercing. You can't see my nose, but you just kind of pinch the side of your nose, right? Because that's how they work.
You gotta pick them boogers.
Gross, but all right, your eyebrows pierced. Okay, picking your boogers and eyebrow piercing, both gross.
Dude, it's like having one big one.
All right, so necklace. There's your basic sign, necklace. Right, my necklace was Mickey Mouse, so I do the necklace first and then the Mickey Mouse.
Are you doing like with this? Are you doing that?
Like an eye.
Okay, so they're both eyes.
Yeah. Well, or you can just do it one-handed too. But like this one, right? It's got all the stuff hanging out, all that turquoise hanging down. This one's a bunch of braids, so I might use R's, right? Because it's big, the way it's big, heavy chains. This is a pearl necklace, so right? Because they're big. Let me digress for a minute. When I was in Australia, I went to a pearl farm where they actually make pearls, and I got to try on a necklace like this, $70,000. That they put around my neck.
Are you for real?
Pictures. For real.
$70,000.
$70,000.
I'll go and find 70 pearls and put it around my neck for about $2.
So this is a necklace, and it's got like a heart on it, right? That's just the little charm on it.
That is bullcrap.
So see how simple this is, right? You give us you got the basic sign, and then you describe what it looks like from there.
Who cares?
Ring.
Ring.
Okay, so this is like a wedding ring, right? Or an engagement ring. It's like a candy ring, and it's a ring that's great big. And then that one's like a ring, and then it's big, right? You show that the stone's big, right? It's describing what it looks like. And it's light green. Bracelet. So you might have a whole bunch of bracelets on. You might have a bracelet that's thick, right? You have a bracelet with charms on it.
Braided.
So you might have a bracelet that's braided. So watch. So you might have like a smartwatch. So this is a watch that's like the face is small. Okay, this is a watch, has Dora on it. Will, how do you feel about Dora? Dora the Explorer?
Dora the Explorer.
Do we need to destroy her?
Yeah. Destroy.
Okay.
Destroy.
All right, so or if it's a watch face like this one, this watch face is square.
How do you do this so good?
Hmm?
You do the square so good. That's weird.
Like I'm a professional expert. All right, a brooch or a pin is something you pin on your shirt, right? So this brooch is big and shiny, right? So start with the pin and then it's big and sparkly. This is brooch that's a flower, right? So it's not an actual flower, right? So it's a pin, but it looks like a flower. So this is a political, so it's a pin that's political, right? What's the sign? Scarf. Scarf. Okay, and there's lots of different ways. So, mine's a little thin, but you could have a big one this way. If you have a hijab, it's a scarf that's this way.
That's what those are things?
That's what this is called. It's called a hijab. And
Hijab.
it wraps this way. Instead of around your neck, it wraps around your head, right? To cover your hair. It's a symbol of modesty.
Is it spelled H-E-G-A-B or G-A?
Hijab.
Yeah.
Hijab.
G.
All right, and then purse.
Or suitcase.
Or sometimes you'll see purse, like, because it goes over your shoulder. Backpack. Backpack or backpack. I usually do it with an A, yeah. Backpack. And then, like, suitcase. Sometimes this is a purse and that's a suitcase. Depending on how big the bag is. All right, take a minute and practice through those. So we can also have hats. So here's the basic sign hat. The one I tried on for you, the one I modeled was a baseball cap. So you start with the hat and then you show how it looks, right? How you kind of put it on. This is a cowboy hat. Cowboy hat.
And then you put it on like this.
And that's how you, this one is a hat. It's like a stocking cap that you pull over this way. So it's a hat that you pull down over your ears.
You between my arms.
And that's a top hat, or you could describe it's a hat, right, how it's shaped this way, right? It is rather Willy Wonka, yes. Abraham Lincoln was kind of famous for it, too. Necktie, so it's a tie. It starts with an S and becomes a U, right, because here's the knot, and then there's the part that hangs down. Tie. Oh, you were talking about paisleys, there you go. So if you had a tie like this, you could say it's a tie. It's got diagonal stripes. And then there's a skull at the bottom.
What in the world?
I just work it. I don't know. Again, we're signing about it. I'm not asking you to wear it.
It has a little stirrup
It's
around.
from Monster High.
And she's got a little bow in her hair and
What's
everything.
Monster High?
Bow tie or bow tie. Sometimes some people do it with a U. Some people do it with like a V. A certain monster we know, yes, Halloween Story wore a bow tie, so you've probably seen that. Bow ties are cool.
Oh, that's what that song was in the Halloween.
That's what it was, yes, in the Halloween Story, the monster had on a bow tie. And this is what we call a bolo, or a string tie. So it's just little strings.
I've never seen that in my entire life.
It's kind of old school. It was definitely a cowboy thing. More prominent back in the 70s, but you will still
Maybe I've just
occasionally...
never seen a cowboy dress up. They're always in overalls.
Could be. All right, belt. I showed you that one. What's the sign? Belt. So, speaking of cowboys, if you had a great big belt buckle on, it's a belt, and then you have to go.
That is one big buckle. Oh my God.
So it's a belt and then a big buckle on.
That thing's probably 5 pounds.
And then suspenders go this way. Suspenders. Oh, I just took that mask right off. Okay, socks. Socks. So stars goes up this way, socks goes down that way. Inevitably, someone asks me. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. So these are socks that go around each toe.
Who would want to wear that?
Why are her toes look like that?
Because that's how her socks are made.
That's some manly toes.
All right, so these are socks that have like, and so if you want to describe them, then they have like stripes on them.
That those are comfortable. The bottom.
Like, sure.
Not the toesies.
Take a minute, practice through those signs. All right, in winter time, you might wear a hat, scarf, gloves, right?
Summer,
Boots, right? Winter boots. So if I want to describe this, right, it's a hat, comes down, has ear flaps, ties under your hand, has a little pom-pom at the top, right?
That's an alien antler.
All right. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye, students.
Bye-bye.